Hello and welcome to another video blog post from cmsquickstart.com. Today we're going to talk about the admin role module, which is an awesome contributed module for Drupal 6. And in Drupal 7 it's actually in core, and that's pretty cool. We're going to show you what it does, and I think once you know how to do it, you'll be doing it for all your sites. Who are we? We are cmsquickstart.com. Do check us out there. We have many blogs, many video blogs. If this is your first time seeing us doing a video blog, cmsquickstart.com. Click on the blog. I have I'm getting close to 10 or so videos I think now, so lots of cool stuff there. Check out the topics. What is CMS Quick Start? They have some seriously awesome, highly pre-themed, pre-configured Drupal installation profiles with content types, views, slideshows, and quick tabs. A lot of cool stuff. Really, it's a rapid deployment, a turnkey solution to your next Drupal project. And who am I? I'm Doug Van. Check me out at dougvan.com. But today we're going to talk about the admin role. So drupal.org/project/admin role, and it's pretty self-explanatory. This module is a little helper to maintain an administrator role, which has all available permissions by default. Drupal only has one super user, and this module helps improve this drastically. Yes, user 1, the God user, has access to everything all the time. But the case is often where you have a team working on a project. Maybe you're a member of that team, or maybe you're the leader of the site. But regardless, there comes a time when someone's like, hey, I need access to this, I need access to this. Or you install a new module and enable it, and you configure it, and you forget to give somebody access to it, and they're part of your team. Then they have to wait for you to turn it on because they can't turn stuff on themselves. This gives the people that you want to have near user 1 access, near godlike. Call it a demigod. Few things you can't do, but 99% of it you can. So let's take a look at it at Drupal 6 and Drupal 7, and we'll show you how it works. So here's my site, dougvan.com. If you go to the list of my permissions, I have anonymous, people that are not logged in, authenticated users, people that are logged in, and if I had people working on my site, which I don't, it's just me, they'd be admin. Okay, I wouldn't need this role as user 1, but someone else could have it. And you see that I don't have everything checked here. There are some things that are checked, some things are not checked. And if I added a new module, or 10 new modules, and I enabled them all, then those would all be blanked on here. They would not be checked by default. I would have to go in and give somebody this access. So let's take a look at user management, admin role. And it says, which role do you want to use? Well, it would make sense to me to use the admin role, right? So I'll save this, and I said it before, but it bears repeating. Now, if you log onto my site and you create an account and I want you to be the admin, I will give you the admin role, and by default, you have access to everything. Let's go back and look at our permissions, and you will see that the admin role permissions have been checked for everything. Okay, now you can use the Google Web Developer Toolbar and do a check all for that. But like I say, when you go back, and you install a bunch of new modules, or even just one, those would not be checked by default. You have to go back in and check them yourself. This does it for you auto-magically, and that's very cool. Now it gets even cooler in Drupal 7. So here's dougvan.com on Drupal 6. Here is a test site for Drupal 7. You go to People. You go to Permissions. So here's a list of all your users, their status, their roles, etc. And by default, the admin is administrator role. And if you look at permissions here, there's anonymous, people that are not logged in, authenticated users, people that are logged in, and administrator, which of course is also logged in. But by default, everything's already checked. So you don't have to choose a role like you do in Drupal 6. It creates a role for you called administrator. And the reason some of these checkboxes are grayed out is it would be a non sequitur. It would be a false sense of disabling something if something above it is enabling access. So there are dependencies. Just consider this dependencies. You can't enable the smaller thing while the larger thing is enabled. And plus, of course, with an administrator role, you can't disable anything, because you ideally want to give them the benefit of having the whole administrator experience. But you do have the option of taking things out of here. So you can give them administrator-like access, or administrator light. So that is the admin role for Drupal 6 and for Drupal 7. And just to verify here, it says we don't need to pledge the admin role will have a full Drupal 7 release on the day the Drupal 7 is released, because admin role is part of Drupal 7, and we just demonstrated that. So you can thank Jacob Singh for that, one of the hardcore contributors to the project. Thank you, Jacob, and I hope you enjoyed the admin role module. And do please check out the theme clubs and pricing over at cmsquickstart.com. There are a variety of really cool themes. In fact, since I have a shorter video today than usual, over on the Drupal themes link, you can actually do some live demos of these and take a good look at them. Some of our newer ones: City Guide, Energize, and Gourmet. These are very different. A lot of these themes have kind of a target market, kind of a niche, and the Med Pro obviously in the CMS magazine. But go ahead and check out these live demos. But enough about that. Hope you enjoyed the admin role module demonstration. And if you want other topics to be covered, let us know what you want. Use our contact form over here at the cmsquickstart.com site, and we've gotten some feedback, and we're responding to it. So thank you so much. Bye bye.